Alright guys, welcome to Satoo Reptiles. So we're going to be starting a bit of a new type of YouTube videos, and I'm pretty much just going to go through, explain what we're doing in the store, fun stuff, new shipments, rescues, stuff for sale, and of course our awesome displays and just what's going on here in the store. So a lot of our local customers we love and appreciate, they know everything about us. But I'm going to explain it to some of the people who don't know. So starting off, we're in Cleveland, Ohio. This is probably the only spot in Ohio where you'll see a crocodile and an alligator in the same spot. I know it's the only pet store for sure. I don't even know zoos have this around here. These are massive enclosures. Each one is 14 foot long with a 1,000-gallon pond. Our alligator is a male. He's about 8 foot, and we clearly are permitted to have both these. Our crocodile's hiding. She's about 6 foot, so more or less crocodile female, so she won't get too huge. But yeah, then we'll jump on over here. I just turned Snappy's filter off. Let me grab him for you guys so you can see him. I turned his filter off because it's super loud. But goodness, this tank's huge. This is 300 gallons. And Snappy's about a 20-year-old alligator snapping turtle, and he's a beast. Look at his tongue. So that's a modified tongue, guys. They use that to be the best fishermen in the world, and they have one of the strongest bite forces in the whole animal kingdom, believe it or not. Snappy here is just a baby. He'll get about 200 to 250 more pounds than what he is currently. Okay? Now, we're going to some... Now, this tank you're going to see a bunch of videos on in the future, guys, because this is one of our rescues. We had an open giant 8x4x4, and we got this rescue rhino iguana in. He had a ton of burns all over him, and we healed him up for about a year in the basement. Got him, I mean, I'm talking, Neosporin, betadine, everything, the whole 9 yards. You get this guy amazing. So he's actually just found a new home. So once he gets off to his new home, this tank's getting a complete remake over. Drop some suggestions in the comments, guys, on what you want to see living in this display, okay? So this will be the next video, or one of the next videos, guys. I hope to do 1 or 2 videos a week from now on. That's my goal. Now we're getting over here to my little fish section. If you guys know me, I love fish. My first job was at a fish store, RMS in Middleburg. Still love them. They may not love me, but I still love them. But here is a mini monster tank. So every fish in this tank is my grow out. So these guys are gonna grow. I got peacock bass, Oscar, tinfoil barb, silver arowana, Florida gar, red-tailed cats. Tucker, show them those cats. Tucker, show them those red-tailed hybrid cats. So I'm having fun with this tank because you know what? We're gonna put these guys directly into our monster pond. And this is about a 2,000-gallon swimming pool that has a big old arowana and a golden dorado right now. And some of you guys know we initially built this pond for our fly river turtle, which is super awesome. He was also a rescue, but he is so shy and skittish that he was actually just hiding so much he was starting to scratch his shell. So we had to get him out of here. My goal is to see if we can make him a little bit less shy in the basement without having a few hundred eyes on him a day and people tapping the water. You know, because we really do want to keep them. I love fly river turtles. They're one of my favorite species out there. But for now, it's going to be the fish. We're going to think about some other ideas in here. But I love this pond. I built that tree, guys, from scratch. I mean, that's a few pieces of wood that I tied together, spray foamed it, threw some moss on there, and then all these plants up here are all alive. This is pothos. And yeah, so this is going to be sick. We'll jump right over here. This is my boy Sparkles, one of my pride and joys. We have had Sparkles in the store since he was the size of my thumbnail. And he's a black diamond piranha. This is a solitary species, very aggressive. But you see, very aggressive. I have about 100 fish in here with him. Sparkles has been raised right. I've raised him myself and trained him. He's pretty darn cool. He doesn't really mess with any other fish. He just likes his food. I wish he would try to get me, but he doesn't really care too much. I can even pet him. How many of y'all said you pet a piranha before? Okay. And that's actually the 3rd largest species of piranha in the world one day. There's only 2 species larger, the Manielli and the, gosh, it starts with this C. Someone in the comments will have to let me know. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Now this is another tank that's about to get a bunch of videos in the future because we had a pair of Calatoa super dwarf reticulated pythons here that actually came from the zoo. We do a ton of business with zoos, guys. But they didn't have theirs on display and they were breeding. We put them here on display and it's just so much foot traffic, so many eyes on them. And they didn't lock this year, so we had to put them in the basement to give them some alone time. So once again, guys, drop some animals in the comments you think would be good in here. This is a 6x4x6, and I have the possibility of making this full bottom all water because it's a rubber tub in here. So I'm not sure what to do in here yet. I got a misting system. This is just such an awesome tank. So I have a ton of opportunities to have some great species in here, some cool cohabs. I mean, we had the retics with tokay geckos and white tree frogs, and they were thriving for a year. So this would be fun. Let me know in the comments you think of any cool species that could live in a tank this size forever. I'm curious to see what you guys say. And then this came from a really good buddy of mine. You know, I hope he watches the video and sees because his boy made it on camera. Look at this stud right here. This is a male panther chameleon, an ambelope, and he is just absolutely stunning. And he even looks great on my phone. My goodness. This dude will eat right from your hands. We do a lot of educational stuff, so we do a lot of schools and educational events. He's one of the stars. The kids love him. The adults love him. Everyone loves him. His name is Charlie the Panther Chameleon. Got a bunch of for sale tanks over here, and then we're going to jump on over to one of my boys who I'm waiting and waiting until he gets bigger. That was a risky one I just did because he will bite me. This here is an African bullfrog. These are one of the largest frogs in the world, the second heaviest in the world as an adult. He's only a couple years old, just about 3, so he will get a ton bigger than this. And we see he's in an all-water setup, so I like to mix up his setup. During the spring and summer, I actually give him a full water setup to simulate the wet season in Africa, and then during winter, when he's going to go into brumation, which is kind of like how a bear hibernates, reptiles, amphibians brumate, he gets a dry setup and he digs and pretty much coats himself in a mucus. It hardens up. He doesn't eat all winter. So this is his summertime tank. His wintertime will be very different. And then we got one of the classics here. So this guy also does all the shows with us. And you know, everyone knows him. Everyone loves him. A bearded dragon. Literally one of the best pets in the reptile world. This is one of our retired breeders. We've had him here for about 8 years now. So he's getting to be an old man. If you had hair, you'd be gray, bro. But he's no longer up for breeding. I know, you don't got no more girlfriends, bro, but you had a lot. So most people would be jealous of that. So now he gets to live out the last of his years up here. Hopefully he has quite a few more years left. Sometimes they can live up to 15 years. So that's what we're hoping for. I use the proper vitamins. He's got really nice lights. So hopefully he does well. This tank is actually 5 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. So it's a sick tank for an adult bearded dragon. And that's the tank I'd recommend for adults. A lot of people think these 40 gallons are good. My goodness, who would want to live in a 40 gallon your whole life when you get that big? Now this is also one of my favorites. Oh my goodness. She is huge. Besides this tank being one of my favorites, because that's everything in there is alive. That's real wood, live moss, marbled pothos. This tank is awesome. And we jump on over to this absolute beast. I mean, guys, this tank is huge. He's the size of my face. You can't even see me. This is a cane toad. A lot of you may know about these because they're invasive in Florida. They're invasive. Gosh, they're destroying Australia. This is one of the most invasive animals in the world. It's also the largest species of toad in the world. She's got a lot of growing left to do. She's about 2.5 to 3 pounds, and they can get up to 6, possibly even 7. I think the record may be 8, but let me know in the comments if I'm right. It's been a long time since I've said that stat, so we will see. And now one of our customers' favorites, because she's so interactive, is going to be our yellow-footed tortoise. This is Weenie. She is awesome. She's in a 10 by 10 box, and you know, people ask me all the time, does she get out? I used to say no, but now I say yes, because Weenie here was able to completely destroy my live plant and climb over this. So now I have this little junky, whatever I got going on, trying to stop this. She hasn't been able to get out in a few days. She's certainly destroyed another plant, Weenie. But I'll be working on this a little bit more, making it a little bit more natural. I try to have everything as natural as possible here, guys. I think the animals appreciate it. And not only that, it is just straight beautiful. And now, if y'all have been coming to us since Lakewood, we really know who this is. Let's come on closer. This is Bernie, another invasive species. She is our Burmese python, but she's an albino. She's about 8 years old, 13 foot, 75 pounds. So this is a very good growth rate for a snake like this. A lot of times you see him super overweight, super chunky, and that's just not healthy. So I like to feed them appropriately, make sure they're how they would be in the wild, you know? Everyone know on social media when we do like picture days or whatnot here, because we'll take Bernie out, throw around you, snap a picture, and we can print it out for you guys. So it's super fun time. We got a timer not on. Oh, Mike's here kind of early. Holy cow. Let's see. Oh, I turned it on, not turned it off. There we go. Yep, there we go. So the Mega Ray didn't click back on yet, but this tank here is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites to work on and build. This is our green basilisk enclosure. So this guy also came from the zoo. And these are one of the most unique lizards in the world, not just because they're Jurassic Park look, the giant crests on them, just prehistoric mini dinosaur, but they can also run on water. So their defense mechanism, if you scare this guy, another predator, they literally sprint so, I mean, these are one of the fastest lizards on earth. They sprint so fast, they run on their back legs and cartoon over the water, and they can run across a whole river and whole ponds. It is so cool to see. I've seen some of these in Florida. They're invasive there as well. There's a lot of invasive species in Florida. You know, hurricanes really did Florida dirty with the pet world. But I also got an albino red ear slider here and my albino common snapping turtle. Very fun. So I don't know where the snapper is, but our red ear is right there. And then we'll be on to one more thing, okay, guys? This is going to be one of the stars of the show. This is Nico, the Bell's Phase Lace Monitor. Where you at, bro? There he is laying down. So, you know, for all of my locals, we all thought this was a female forever. You know, me, myself specifically. But then he just kept growing and growing and growing. So at one point I was like, wow, this would be the biggest female in recorded history. No, it's not. This is just an absolutely amazing male. He's super chill. The kids love him. He's about 6'7", guys. And he's gonna grow until he dies. So hopefully he'll hit 7 foot. These guys can live over 30 years. But come here, Mike. So my name's Preston. I'm the manager. We all know that. This is Mike Easter, the owner of Satoo. Dude's awesome on Animal Planet, Gator Boys. We're starting a new video series. It's going to be a go-through of the store and how what we do here and just day-to-days. So a little bit less complicated than what we were trying. So a lot more content's going to be popping out, and Mike's going to be in a lot of these videos, guys. Come here, Landon, bro. Get in here. This is the real star of the show. Look at this young fella right here. That's your tortoise back there, isn't it? That's Weenie, right?
And what day is today?
My birthday.
Today's your birthday? Are you serious?
Why you
Come on, bro. Give me a high five. This kid, bro. All right, guys. Birthday boy shy. That is okay. It's going to be a great day here. And, guys, I'm trying to come at you with another video on Friday. What'd you say?
I'm not shy, but...
You're not shy? Well, you're on camera, bro. What you mean?
You live on YouTube when you're at home, and now you're going to be on it, and
You're going to see yourself on video, dude.
I am not trying to have 2 YouTube channels.
Well, that's good, because I'll do this one. You're just going to be one of my, one of the stars I bring in, okay, dude? I think so.
Maybe you'll see him in some videos, too.
Yeah, maybe I'll We'll be dangling him for the alligator, okay?
We'll feed you to the gators.
Whoa.
That's your punishment for being mean to your brother.
Ooh.
There it is.
But all right, guys, we'll see you hopefully this upcoming Friday for another video with new updates on what's going on in the store. Thanks so much for watching, and we appreciate it, guys.
Peace.